Okay, this is the overview of the parasympathetic nervous system. Of course, it all starts at the university, which is the CNS, that sends out the inputs. But this is parasympathetic. So think rest and digest. And it's also, you've got the cholinergic receptors, the nicotinic and the muscarinic. The nicotinic is Nicky the bear, and the muscarinic are the three musketeer cubs. And you're only going to find the muscarinic cholinergic receptors in the parasympathetic. So keep that in mind. Whenever you see the bears, you know we're talking about the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, now binding of acetylcholine, it's Ace the fish that comes down to the ganglion, which happens to be the ganglion lake. The nicotinic receptor, or Nicky, is there to get the acetylcholine, and she brings the acetylcholine to the muscarinic, which is the target organ or the end organ receptor. The acetylcholine esterase will sometimes steal the fish, so it will decrease the reaction. And what happens is, let's follow the rivers or the preganglionic nerves. And so there's a lot of things that happen. You can travel down into the synapse here, and the cubs will constrict the airport, or they will constrict the constriction of the bronchi. There's respiratory secretions that are let out by the bronchi and increase in beating of cilia. So that's what happens in the lungs. In the heart, you've got, let's see, slow down. And that's what the bear cubs are holding a sign saying, slow down. So you're going to decrease the heart rate and decrease the strength of the contraction. So that's what happens in parasympathetic action. And now this is normally what happens. We're going to talk about the drugs that affect each part, either increasing or decreasing the parasympathetic system. But for right now, we're just talking about what happens normally in parasympathetic. Now for the eyes, the eye caves, you've got pinpoint pupils. And the P is really good to remember for parasympathetic, pinpoint pupils in the eye caves. And the GI tract increases motility. So you're heading down this, you get to the ocean, which is the GI tract, and the muscarinic receptors dump acid into the GI tract. There's pancreatic enzymes that go up. You get the relaxation of the sphincters, so you can actually defecate. And that's another one. You come down here, and that's what happens. The muscarinic cubs help the bears poop in the woods. So that's defecation. That's another P. P for parasympathetic, P for poop, P for pinpoint. Right now, then you get the genitals. I did not put that on here. Maybe I could have. That's another P. It's the point. It's the erection. Urinary tract. It's the urination is P. So you pee and poop. And we could, draw a little diaper on the cubs to know that, they still pee, and that's why they have to wear a diaper. The arterioles, you come down here, and the arterioles, this is the hydralazine. He's drilling, so you'll see, but he make more roads, or they make more roads, or they make the arterioles dilate. So dilation of the arterioles. Now they have no effect on the veins. So and the veins in the Phunny Pharm are the parking lots. So the cubs don't play in the parking lot. So just nothing happens in parasympathetic in the veins. And the sweat glands, they perspire. So those are all things you've got to remember: pee, point, poop, perspire, pinpoint. And this is the whole parasympathetic system in our body, and what normally happens according to the Phunny Pharm and the forest. And we're going to add in some drugs and how they affect things, and we'll go from that later.